Just in time. We've got a mess on our hands. Worse than after a dog eats a cheese wheel. The Dominion ambushed us. I'd be ashamed to call it a rout if I wasn't considering how in oblivion they knew. At least we've learned where they are, even if it's Butcher's work to get them out of that place. Our attack was a disaster. The other Vicecannons agreed to keep our forces together. Should have known they'd peel off the moment I turned my back. If they weren't keeping Stormhold from tearing itself apart, I'd let them boil in a fish kettle. That's the mess. If they're smart, they retreated to a defensible position. My scouts here spotted a cave in the ruins. Before I return to my regiment and order an assault, I need someone to break through enemy lines and confirm they're alive. The cave's smack in the middle of Tenmar Walk. The Dominions locked it tighter than a High Elf's fundament. Might have to knock a few heads to get past them. We each think the other Vicecannons are incompetent. Ha! No, it's politics, plain and simple. The one who stays behind looks out of touch, so off we came to the muck. Politics be damned. Next time we draw straws for staying dry and Stormhold. Why does anyone invade anywhere? Those pristine towers of theirs must get boring. Maybe a good brawl in the mud beats chasing their cousins for kisses. Truth is, I don't care why. I care to get them out. When the Dominion ambushed us, they made a deliberate effort to split our forces. If Hetamin and Servina have any sense on the battlefield, they'd recognize that and stay together.
Well?
How did you find us? Unless you're a skin stealer. Keep your hands empty, if you please. But you don't stink of death. You're likely what you seem. What remains for you to share is why you came here. Still with us, is he? That man is luckier than a Khajiit in an abandoned fishery. What does Hrondar want? If it's for me to say he was right about sticking together, he can drown himself in a bog. We don't need rescuing. We need Hrondar to recognize we're bait in another Dominion trap. Tell him I won't allow such wasteful theatrics on our behalf. If you find Vicecanon Rondar's regiment, you'll find him. Tell him to call off his attack before the Dominion picks him apart. He shouldn't throw away his soldiers for what little remains of our forces. If Vicecanon Hrondar sends for reinforcements, he'll gain enough soldiers to clear these Dominion muckworms from the ruins. We can manage until then. It's a good place to fight with our tails to the wall.
aren't like the others. You should keep your own face. It suits you better.
They came from underground. I saw them drag the others away. We prepared to assault the cave when the soldier beside me stabbed me in the back. When I fell, I saw my own regiment attack itself. Those skin stealers wore our friends' faces to betray us from within. Do you think that they have my face now? I saw them take Ukatse alive. Knocked him out. Dragged him away to that altar like a piece of meat. Don't let them steal his face.
Untie me before she returns. That crazy elf. She tried to cut my chest, but I kicked her off the altar. Said she'd be back with a duller knife so it would last longer. Wait, I smell her. Cut me loose. Don't let her steal my face. Thank you. Quickly, meet me in that cave. What madness. Soldiers died thinking our own ranks betrayed us. I'd like to feed those skin stealers to a Wamasu with the flux. I saw Vicecanon Hrondar's guard lead him away before the attack. If his guard was skin stealers, he's in grave danger. I heard a pine thrush call, but those birds aren't native to Black Marsh. Then I saw my friend raise her mace and bring it down on my helmet. But now I know their smell. Sweet with decay, like swamp water. A lingering taste of burnt leaves. I'm not just the best-looking scout in Shadowfen. I'm also the best tracker. I can pick up Vicecanon Hrondar's scent and lead us right to him. I'll need someone to watch my back while I follow my nose. We should work in pairs with skin stealers about, yes? Then I'll shadow you and alert you when I pick up Vicecanon Hrondar's scent. Ready when you're ready. Something's wrong. He smells very dead. If the Vicecanon was dead this whole time, was it a skin stealer who launched the attack on the cave? Or before that, when we lost the other Vicecanons? Vicecanon Hrondar always smelled of mead. I didn't. I should have. Zeus! What secrets do the Dominion already know? You're right. They'll know what to do. They have to. Despite his rough manner, Vicecanon Hrondar was a hero to many in Stormhold. When this is all over, you'll have a fitting burial. This imposter must be found before he can fool anyone else. But I think I know where he's hiding. Vicecanon Hrondar ordered us to stay away from a nearby hill. If it was his skin stealer, he must have held us back for a reason. I bet he's hiding below the hill's surface. The buried temple complex must have an entrance there. A doorway, maybe stairs, or a portal of some kind. I'd join you, but I'm no use in tight quarters. I'll inform the Vicecanons of what happened, yes.
Come to me, mortal. This is the way in. Little mortal, how far we have come since we first met. Yes, you marvelous fool. I allowed them to pull me from oblivion, bind my essence, and siphon my power because I'm secretly behind their shabby little plans. Oh, but you don't know about those, do you? You've heard of Ruvitard, the celebrated Dominion alchemist. It's all his doing, you know. I'll tell you his plans for your impending doom. For a small favor, of course. You must find the pair of altars binding me, further inside the complex. Do so, and I pledge to share the Dominion's plans and direct you to their most prized possession. Also, I pledge not to violate your corpse on your burial day. A true bargain. Within each altar you'll find simple foci. A mortal's touch destroys them and removes my bonds. Then all I offer is yours.
From the side!
Doing? Hide before the Dominion spots you. You fight the Dominion. You haven't tried to cut off my head yet. You aren't here to worship Daedra, then. So what in Oblivion are you doing in a Daedric temple overrun by Dominion skin stealers? Fair point, fair point. All right, I won't deny it. Friends and I came looking for Daedric tidbits to sell to mages. Then those Dominion soldiers came. They were thick on the ground until today. I was about to make a break for it when I saw you. Caught, one by one. I'm the only one alive. Well, alive and wearing my own skin. Hey, let's help each other escape. You draw their attention and I'll slip past them. What do you say? Used a captive Dremora to pull their souls from their body and seal them in magic rocks. Then, well, you've seen how these Dominion wear faces. I still hear their voices, calling from those rocks. They're dead, but still in pain. What a scam. Smart idea, dealing with Daedra. Before the Dominion came, she promised my friend the night of his life for a drop of his blood. I guess being flayed alive counts as the night of his life. She wore his scales like a robe. Seems trustworthy, yes? Maybe. I spent many cramped nights listening to Ruvitard, the High Elf in charge of this place. I'm sure I could piece it together. But my friends don't deserve to be trapped in glowing rocks. Free them, and I'll help you. A good deal, yes? Trust me, it's for the best. I'll make my way to the inner chamber, where Rúvitar spent most of his time. Try not to attract the Dremора's attention while you're about. She's a vengeful creature. The Dominion captured their souls in strange rocks. They're on platforms, and they glow like rutting Wamasu. Rúvitar complained the rocks were very fragile. I bet smashing them would release my friends.
Grandeur.
Scatter!
Good thing you didn't release the Dremora. We'd both be ribbons in her hair. Behind her, there's a door to what Rúvitar called the Vault. They have hist sap in there, stored in giant vats. It's part of their skin-stealing magic. The real question is, where'd they get so much? Wait, I don't want to know. Whatever they did to the hist sap turned it flammable. Once we enter the vault, set those vats on fire to end this nightmare. That's the easy part. I heard Rúvitar mutter the words 100 times. Maybe you can get something useful out of that Dremora before she realizes you double-crossed her. If you keep her busy, I'll open the door.
You're no fool to withhold your trust. Commendable, truly. But you'll go no further without my help. Destroy these bindings and free me. Your reticence is infuriatingly enticing. Very well. Ruvitar used hist sap and my stolen essence to create his skin stealers. The hist sap is what steals the victim's memories. It's all to acquire the Mnenic Egg. With it, he has all of Black Marsh. My patience grows thinner than you'll be after I fit you with a scathing girdle. Fail to uphold this bargain and I'll instruct you in pains of which you've never conceived, mortal. Wait, what is that swamp rat doing to the vault door? Then gaze upon your doom. Ruvitar and his prize.
Door's open. The Dremora didn't pull our stomachs through our nostrils. I call that success. The hist vats are further down the passage. You set them on fire, I'll stick to the shadows and find signs of where Ruvitar went, yes? Quick, over here. No sign of Ruvitar, but the Nord over there is definitely a skin stealer. I know what he's planning to do with those prisoners. If I help out, you'll tell nobody about my Daedric relic hunting, yes? When you approach, that Nord skin stealer will kill those prisoners and gain power from their deaths. Something the Daedra worshippers used to do in Ten Marwalk. I'll run in and release their bonds. I've untangled worse knots, magical or otherwise. Keep him busy, would you? I don't want to decorate his axe. All right, Bijat, you can do this. Faster than a flesh fly, nimbler than Khajiit.
Anyone could be a skin stealer. And you'll never find all of us.
Follow me. The exit is this way. You stopped the skin stealers in Ten Marwalk. I can go home. Yes. I heard him complain this ruin didn't hold everything he needed. He left to find a place of power where he could use his special egg. What did he call it again? Yes, that's the one. Here, this portal leads beyond the ruins. I'll stay here and see about freeing any prisoners stuck inside. And if you're planning to inform the Vicecanons of Ruvitar, perhaps leave me out of your report, yes? Yes. Did that work?
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
This Dunmer is cursed. Ukatse informed us you had entered the ruins to pursue Vicecanon Hrondar's imposter. Whatever you did in the ruins caused a lot of panic amongst the Dominion. We chose our moment and pushed out of the cave. Vicecanon Haytamine was wounded in the process, but she'll survive. Yes, but Vicecanon Hrondar's death weighs heavily on Haytamine. She says she should have known. Poor thing. We were all fooled. But enough of our troubles. Did you stop his imposter? Once she's recovered, Vicecanon Haytamine will no doubt celebrate your accomplishment. But this artifact you mentioned, the Mnenic Egg, do you know anything of its whereabouts? A Dominion general, perhaps, whoever he is, will stop his march through Shadowfen. I'll appoint Ukatse to lead the scouts in our search for Rúvatar. I swear to you, he'll account for the Dominion's terror. This Mnenic Egg is unknown to me. If it originated in Shadowfen, perhaps an Argonian would know more. I had someone else in mind. Argonian keepers know the history and legends of their lands. I'm positive one of the keepers at the hatching pools could tell us of the Mnenic Egg. Vicecanon Haytamine and I must rally the remnants of Stormhold's forces to the hatching pools. If the Skin Stealers took Vicecanon Hrondar, they'll know what he knew. Rendezvous with our forces at the hatching pools. We must learn what the Dominion plans for the Mnenic Egg. Keeper Omnise was a kind woman. She tended eggs, you understand? She was a midwife to Argonian hatchlings. And they butchered her. The Dominion cut her down and left her to rot. I take no pleasure in being right. The Dominion must have learned Vicecanon Hrondar's knowledge of the hatching pools. It is imperative we learn the Mnenic Egg's true role in the Dominion's plans. They bring nothing to this land but abomination. If you haven't seen it yourself, Dominion forces are all over the hatching pools. They kill anyone who tries to leave. The only good news is they've left the eggs unharmed. We could use your help in learning why. I'd like you to cut down every Dominion soldier you see, but a quieter approach is more prudent. Either way, find Keeper Uzith A. He'll know how to buy time until I arrive with reinforcements. Ukatse found ceremonial garb in the chest behind me. He made it past Dominion guards, but one of their tigers sniffed him out. His wounds weren't too severe. You could use the garb to seek out Keeper Uzith A. Just keep an eye out for tigers. Report the extent of this attack to Vicecanon Haytamine. I expect to return with reinforcements quite soon. We'll drive the Dominion from the hatching pools. If you see opportunities to aid the Keepers, I urge you to do so.
Light it up!
If you're another Dominion retainer come to mock our hatching ritual, we won't stop you. Not that we have a choice. The Dominion tells us nothing. Those who left, they killed. Those who stayed, they let live. We don't know why. We continue to prepare for the hatching. They haven't stopped us from that yet. As we speak, the eggs grow moist. Before we begin the hatching, I wish to know the Dominion's intentions. But endangering yourself on our behalf isn't something I can ask. Then go. Light the braziers in the Zanmirs of first light and setting sun. As you walk amongst the Dominion, listen with care. We must know if they mean us harm. And look for Assistant Lixith. If she still lives, inform her I'll need her assistance.
grow together. Here, I'll show you.
Have you come to stop the Dominion soldier who devours my kin? Keeper Uzathay can go count his scales. A Dominion dryskin cooked and ate one of our unhatched eggs. Though I'm sworn to the shell, I will not allow him to harm another. Make the egg he consumed his final meal. Spill his blood upon the ground where it may feed the roots of future generations. Show we fight to protect our young. He must pay for his crimes. Have you come to stop the Dominion soldier who devours my kin? Keeper Uzathay can go count his scales. A Dominion dryskin cooked and ate one of our unhatched eggs. Though I'm sworn to the shell, I will not allow him to harm another. What good is the hatching ritual if these despicable fools eat our young? Tell me what platitudes would Keeper Uzathay say to that? This dry skin must be stopped for good. I wasn't thinking of the others. Your words humble me. I'll return to Keeper Uzathay shortly. He'll know how to stop this madness. I'm sure of it.
The lizard put you up to this? I'll eat her young. Seem to be making a lot of enemies lately. But, sir...
If you're so keen to argue, talk to the alchemist. It's his order.
Sir, Yes, sir. starting to grow together. Here, I'll show you.
Keep your boots on. We're only here until the eggs hatch. Then the lizards get theirs, and we leave this muck wallow for good.
Nobody cares at all.
The braziers burn atop the Zanmir's pinnacles. Tell me, what have you learned of the Dominion's plans? There must be more to it than massacre. What can they achieve by waiting before slaughter? They could kill us now and have done with this place. Something sinister is at work, but we have no time. The hatching will soon begin. Then there is hope. As the hatching approaches, the Dominion will likely observe the ritual. Would you stand with us, despite the danger? Then we should begin. The time of hatching has come. We gather by the boughs of the Hist. What have they... No, this cannot be. Burn and burn. What have they done?
Ahate! No!
The Dominion. They'll doom us all. The Hist. Our link is gone. I cannot feel the Hist. This must be why the Dominion waited. To see if the hatching would fail. Without the Hist, the eggs can't hatch. Now there is only void. I feel it, forming around the tree. You saw what it did to Ahate. The same will happen to our unhatched eggs. I'll offer myself to Sithis in exchange for holding back the void. It must be done. Save the unhatched eggs.
Burn it!
Keep the eggs from the void. Protect our future. Sithis, I implore you, shield our unhatched eggs from the void. Sithis, exchange my life for the void.
The mist. It's killing the eggs.
Ancestors, protect me.
We must save the eggs. Dominion, you're coming!
Hold back the void for much longer. Return to the void. Return. Return.
He's gone. He died for the eggs. Did it work? Are they safe? Some, you say? They murdered our hatchlings, our children. Why? But you saved some. That is... it's a good thing. It must be a good thing. We must restore our link to the Hist. Without it, the hatching pools will never see our young rise from its cool waters. The Dominion can only cause such a thing with a powerful artifact. Then the danger is graver than I thought. The Mnenic Egg bears the memories of the Hist. Severing our link is the least they could do with it. Come, we must leave this place.
Glad you found Sella and stopped those cannibals that killed her husband.
Thank the Hist.
What happened? If Assistant Talixis is with you, where are the others? Then we're too late. Thank Vivek, some good news. We'll bring the eggs to Hismir where they'll be safe. You handle yourself admirably against such odds. The Dominion would have killed half a generation of Argonians without your help. What of the Mnenic Egg? Have you learned what the Dominion wants with it? Then we know why Rúvatar needed a place of power. Should the Dominion bring the Mnenic Egg to their homeland, they prevent every Argonian hatching ritual from afar. I think I know. When our scouts found signs of Dominion soldiers to the west, Vicecanon Haytamine led a contingent of soldiers to an Aliad ruin called Loriacel. Hurry there and tell her what you know. If you'll excuse me, I have vermin to clear from the hatching pools.
What?
much for those sweats. Give him the flathead.
saw the keeper in town not too long ago. So sad.
Didn't you hear? The hatching, of course, didn't happen.
I see why he's been upset. If all those unborn withered away, unthinkable.
We don't get a lot of call for horses, the swamps being what they are, but...
My arm feels like it's shattered. Waxhoothi, it hurts. What business is it of yours, outsider? Forgive me, that's the pain speaking. My friends and I were scavenging in the swamp, as we always do, but the creatures there suddenly went mad and attacked us. I barely got out alive. As the mud is my mother, I have no idea. I've been scavenging in Zalithics for years. It's not entirely safe, but nothing like this has ever happened. You should talk to Treeminder Nexith. He's at his hut at the end of the village. I'm sure he has some idea. Please, talk to the Treeminder. If there's anything you can do to help us, the Hist will surely reward you. Zalithics is a small village in the Black Marsh, an Argonian settlement downwater from larger towns and cities of Shadowfen. We've survived, thrived really, by scavenging in the swamp, pulling treasure from others' trash. No, not always. Beyond the mud huts of our village, you'll see the great ruins of the ancient Argonians, the Zonmirs and the Steely. They were built generations ago by our ancestors. We live in their shadows, in more ways than one.
The corruption. It's too strong. Who are you? If you're allied with the Daedra, I'll send you back to Oblivion screaming. Kayak, you come at an opportune time, stranger. The Hist must have guided you. Daedric energies permeate the swamp, overwhelming the power of the Hist. I tried to commune with the spirits, but you can see from the state of my hut how well that went. I must perform a ritual of clear sight, but I can't do it alone. I have a potion that must be placed in the ceremonial jars at the base of the stele surrounding the Zonmir. I'd ask my hunters, but most of them are wounded or fighting the beasts. It won't be easy. When I tried the simpler version of this ritual, the Daedric force nearly destroyed me. I can't imagine it will allow you to place the components easily. Be careful in the swamp, especially around the stele.
You will pay for that, I promise.
Look out! The swamp creatures have gone mad.
You did it. I'm free.
I heard fighting below. Are you all right? Zuth, I should have known. The stench of oblivion permeates this bog. You placed the potions, though, I can tell. The miasma around each stele has cleared up, at least temporarily. Yes, with the power of the ancients behind me, I can discover the exact nature of our enemy. Perhaps spirits of the bog, creatures of nature. Show me your wounds. Reveal your injury. Namira, I revere thee. Namira, I serve thee. The Daedric corruption is strong. I was nearly overwhelmed, but at last I've pinpointed the source. They attack our heart, our soul, our memories. They're attacking our history. We must free it at once. I must stay here to keep the Daedra back. Go to the history, near the center of Zal Ithix. During my trance, I saw what they did. Namira's minions placed a relic there. It poisons the swamp. Unearth the relic. It's buried at the base of a nearby stele. Once you have it, you'll need to climb the winding road to a tall ritual site that overlooks Zal Ithix. There, you should be able to use it to stop Namira's minions. Namira is the Lady of Decay, the Daedric Prince of spirits and shadows. She's the patron of vermin and squalor. She wants to extend her influence over Zal Ithix. The relic is the key to open that door, but you can use it against her minions. In my vision, I saw the Dremora react to the relic. They are terrified of it, of what it can do. The same energies it uses to corrupt our history can be turned upon Namira's minions. Wield it, and you can destroy them.
Mortal worm, get away from there! You're the mortal who's interfered with my creatures in the bog, aren't you? Don't bother to tell me your name. You won't need it if you continue to trouble me. Who am I? You could not hope to comprehend my true nature, filth. Think of me as an aspect of the Lady of Decay and rightful ruler of all spirits. I claim this land and all within it. None may defy me. Those cold-blooded primitives fell once. They can fall again. I will show them that their spirits of the Hist are pale shadows compared to me. Now, leave my hand where it lies. Abandon your foolish quest. What help can you give them, mortal? I cannot strike you down, but my minions are more than enough for the likes of you. Even those foolish Hist worshippers recognize that. They won't even approach this part of Zal Ithix. What? How did he know? Mortal, if you attempt this, my creatures will overwhelm you. Nothing will stop me from taking Zal Ithix.
abandon this foolishness, then you may yet live. My lesser minions barely slowed you down. I'm impressed. But you're too late. I've already begun the ritual. Once it ends, my corruption will spread throughout Zal Ithix. Only if I give you time to use it. Come forth, my corruption. Be manifest and destroy this worm.
You've done it. Namire's been defeated. Look, the miasma is clearing. A few Dremora still lurk along the road, but their hold on Zal Ithix is broken. When you banished Namire's corruption, you allowed me to reconnect with the Hiss throughout Zal Ithix. There is still work to be done, but thanks to you, we can now complete the cleansing. Thank you. You will be remembered. The source of the corruption is gone. Our swamp is whole once more. Thank you again. You are welcome to stay in Zal Ithix, of course. We've still got some cleaning up to do. I recommend you avoid the high road, though. There's still Dremora lurking there. I know some of the scavengers have had problems with the Stranglers. You could go down into the swamp and see if you can help out. You might explore outside Zalithics. I understand there's some ancient ruins nearby, between here and Hismir.
The Dark Elf Saint Veloth. His spirit apparently... This is a disaster. Some scavengers are lost in the mire, and I can't spare anyone to go look for them. Any chance you can help me? Zalithics relies on scavenging for its livelihood. Instead of hunting their usual prey, Stranglers now attack the scavengers. I'm a scavenger, not a warrior. Look around us. The Stranglers attack everything that moves, whether it can resist or not. Can you help the few fighters we have left? Be careful of the Horvors. They're the giant tick-like creatures burrowing through the muck. Usually they're a nuisance, but lately the bloodsuckers have been downright dangerous. They're large, overgrown plants. When threatened, their spiny tentacles grab at you and pull you in. Even experienced scavengers can get caught by them if they aren't careful.
Thank you. I owe you one.
Thanks for rescuing our scavengers from those crazed plants. We could still use your help. Well, Nimble Knuckles asked me to ask for your help, if you've got time. A strangler's barb hit Nimble Knuckles, and she dropped her bow in the muck. She's a bit shy about asking you directly. Please look for it. It must be in one of the trash piles. Off by herself around the Zanmir. She's proud of that bow, and its loss affected her greatly. For a scavenger, she's too attached to material things, if you ask me. Is that... Zuth! You found my bow. I thought I'd lost it forever to the mire. When you have so little, everything you have carries meaning. I erect the spine of gratitude for helping me.
You did it.